Summer always has me thinking about Shark Week and wanting to do a Shark FX makeup. Seems like every time it sneaks up and I never get it done. Lucky enough to get these Shark Bite silicone pieces from a friend. But if you're hoping to get a set for yourself, sorry to break your heart this early in the video. Sadly, they don't sell these. Have to be careful about where it's gonna rest on my shoulder because I'm going to be moving and twisting a lot as I apply the look. Don't want to add too much strain onto the prosthetic. I was planning to do 2 looks with these pieces. So we're gonna be using Telesis silicone adhesive because we're gonna have water and blood. So I really need to make sure that these will not budge. Being smart and taking my time to really glue these down well. Definitely do not want to be doing any kind of repairing later on down the road. I have to say, when that flashing starts coming off, it is just so satisfying.
That's good.
Between it just melting away and just revealing those beautifully blended edges. Now, since we're here, just gonna go ahead and stipple some Beta Bond over everything. So once I'm done with the face, we can just jump right into my favorite part of painting. Now, these smaller ones can pretty much go anywhere. Wanted to kind of spread the wealth and have bite marks on both sides of my face just to make it look interesting from either angle, and maybe there's just a bunch of sharks taking chomps. Now these pieces definitely do not match me, going to need a little more color. I'm gonna just start with adding some warmth. So I grabbed the Skin Illustrator Complexion Palette. Now I can get into a couple fleshy colors. Doing this method helps your paint job not to look so flat.
Oh, come on, I insist.
If you're gonna be painting with only spatter, you really have to hang in there and trust the process. I'm gonna be going in with a light pink for the inside of the wounds. If I were applying this on, say, like the thigh, I'd probably add a little bit of yellowy detail so that it looks like there's some fatty tissue. Add some red irritation with a mix of some blood tone and aged blood. And I'm adding a pretty good amount because I'm going to go ahead and pop the wounds with some highlights, which is gonna end up softening some of this red. Did go in with a touch of bruise tone, really light though. Now to get the wounds popping, I'm brushing on the color Ghastly. Want it to be a little more extreme. So it's sort of when you're in the water for too long and your hands start to prune and turn pale, going for that kind of effect with the skin. And also, once the blood is added, a lot of this is going to get covered up. We can go a little heavy-handed. Now, I definitely just want to add some character to the face, because let's face it, you're probably going to look a little unwell after a shark attack. Add some red eyeliner, some darker red out of a Mehron Bruise wheel, and a touch of that blue color. Darken the corners of the mouth and lighten the lip. And I'm just stippling a little bit of pale color around the face. Want it to look like there's been a good amount of blood loss. I'm gonna add some blood to the wounds and spray it while it's still wet, so that way it can kind of realistically seep out of the wounds. Now, I'd look a little silly with dry hair, mouth color with Mouth FX blood red. Honestly, I probably would have gone bloodier, but I have a beige carpet, and even though I have a tarp down with the blood and the addition of water, I just didn't want to risk it. Okay, well that version was fun, but I want to take it further. Gonna just gently dry everything and get some of that blood up. Luckily, we don't have to worry about it that much and go crazy. Going to do a modeling effect all over with Lividity. This is a perfect sickly purple. Okay. So a body actually bloats over time in water, but we're not going to really be able to do that today. So following more of a classic rotted zombie skin approach instead. I mean, rotting flesh is rotting flesh, shark bite or not. I'm painting a mixture of veining shapes and adding some soft figure eights to tie it all in and giving it a more webbed look. That way the blood just looks like it's kind of pooling under the skin. When I was starting FX, I was a total gorehound. Loved creating wounds and dressing them up with blood, but now I've found myself not so interested in those kind of looks. I've really fallen in love with the actual painting process, so this kind of stuff is what I much rather be doing. Veining and sickly skin effects. Hence why I wanted to do a rotten version for this look. Sponge on some of the ghastly color so the look isn't so flat, bringing up some of the wound edges and bony areas of the face and body. And some shading from the character's contour palette. These colors are nice since they're actually a wash formula, so they're a lot more translucent than regular Skin Illustrator colors, and it gives you a little more control to build up the color. I did darken around the eyes once the lenses were in. Since this is the final look, I broke out some UltraWet. This stuff's super handy for a longer lasting wet effect than just water alone. Also need to refresh the blood. For the mouth, I did a mix of the black and yellow. Now, in the spirit of shark themes, I created a head-to-toe sea creature inspired by shark teeth. So go ahead and click over to the next video, and I'll see you there.